Runescape 101 videos, technical issues of our new streamer with now 480p resolution. Let's hope this doesn't give us the issue of, well, encoding. Okay, we're back with Runescape 101 and we had an issue. The audio is perfectly fine, but the video is frozen on our past tutorials. So let's really go quickly through some stuff we made. First of all, we talked about crafting, and the crafting guide actually tells us we can make clothes from different types of animals, we can make pottery, we can make jewelry. So the way we trained crafting, the way I recommend training crafting, it's at the first, at least, go mine some clay. We can go to the mining board tab. We need to get some clay. As you can see, 1 clay, 2 clays. And let's go exit the cave. Thank you. And after exiting, we need a water source. For example, this well over here. So we can click on fill well and dampen our clay so we have soft clay. Once we have soft clay, we can go to a pottery oven over here and a pottery wheel, and we look like ghost, like formed pottery. And I recommend creating urns. For example, let's create another fishing urn, a fragile fishing urn. So we form it at the pottery and we heat it at the oven. Afterwards, they will help us. We need to add a rune, water rune, fire rune, earth rune, and any kind of rune. Depends on the rune, depends on the urn. So this time it's water rune. Let's just store it. And whenever we train any skill, for example divination or woodcutting, it would get charged. So whenever we train woodcutting, our urn will get charges, and those charges will help us by giving us extra XP once it's full. So the second skill we talked and we accidentally lost the video is woodcutting. In woodcutting, we just need to chop down a tree, hit it with our axe, different kind of axes, and we will get logs. In this case, we're getting oak logs from this oak tree and getting charges for a woodcutting urn. Once we have some logs, we can train fletching by doing bows and arrows. In this case, an oak shortbow U or arrow shaft. Let's make 1 shortbow U. Let's chop another log. And we can train fire making by lighting fires. That will eventually boost our health temporarily, or we can create incense sticks. So for that, let's go to incense sticks here and create 1 oak incense stick. So once we have incense sticks, we need to cover them with ashes from demons. And after the ashes, we need to add some herbs. So for example, we have here Marentil incense sticks. This gives a certain benefit. For example, increases, provides a 12.5% reduction to poison damage. So we can burn one and we will get a buff for 10 minutes. And we can overload to get a full buff for 30 minutes and up to 60 minutes. Well, that's firemaking, that's woodcutting. It was a bit fast. For fletching, you can also add a bowstring we made with crafting to the bow U unstrung to make it a fully functional bow. Also, you can make arrows by getting feathers. Let me explain that on the Fletching tutor right now. There we go, Fletching tutor. So we can get arrowheads, we can get feathers. So whenever you chop a tree, any kind of tree, one of the options you have is to use your knife to create arrow shafts. And the fastest way, albeit a bit expensive to do this, is to use feathers on the arrow shaft to create headless arrows and add metal arrowheads to it to create some arrows. So that was Fletching, Firemaking, and Woodcutting. We are already 20 so in each, 28 Woodcutting because we needed logs both for Firemaking and Fletching. So that was what we checked yesterday. I hope it wasn't too fast. I'm sorry about that. I will go into detail whenever we go 30 all later, but let's just hope you forgive me for losing the video. We're now going to check real fast how divination works. For divination, let's go Drainer Village. I'm actually so mad at myself because I didn't notice 2 whole days lost. And from Drainer Village, let's go southeast. And we will see some wisps over here floating. We need to harvest it. And whenever we harvest, we're gonna get memories and energies. So once we have memories and energies, we'll need to deliver them to this rift. And we have 3 options to choose for. Converting memories into energy for no XP, converting memories into XP and keeping the energy, or converting memories and energy into XP. I recommend using the middle one, so we convert and we deliver the memories and get a nice amount of XP. Once we get energy, we can create different kind of products with energy. So for example, Pale Energy has Divine Locations, Divine Crayfish, Divine Bronze Rock, Divine Kevit, Divine Tree, and those are actually so helpful because we can get a lot of materials from them. We have a daily limit, but we can get a lot of materials from them. We have Portent of Restoration, that's food that automatically heals you. So we need 30 Pale Energy and a Crayfish, and whenever we go below half health, the attuned Portent of Restoration will heal us 200, and the Portent of Restoration will heal us 100 automatically. We have a Sign of Respite that increases the amount of time you have to reach your stuff after you die. Basically trash, to be honest. And we have Sign of the Porter. This thing banks the items you get automatically from a tree, from a farming patch, from a log, wherever. Then we have Flickering Energy. Flickering Energy has basically the same options, as you can see. We have Divine, Oak Logs, Portent of Restoration, Divine Iron Rock, and we can transmute stuff. So for example, with normal logs, let me just demonstrate real fast. Let's chop this tree. And we have regular logs, so we can, with Flickering Energy, we can, oh, we need 3 logs. Okay, let's get 3 logs real fast. Log, there we go, 3 logs. So we can get 3 logs and 2 Flickering Energy, and we can create an oak log. So with an oak log, we can do higher level stuff. Let's just light a fire with it. And that is Divination, the second tier of energies. That's Flickering. It's on the north of Falador, and before going there, it's recommended that you get 100 Pale Energy at least, so that you can create something that allows you to get better XP here. It's called a boon of flickering energy, and it's created at level 10. At level 20 you can create a boon of bright energy, and as you can see here, at level 30 we can create a boon of glowing energy. That's the next level of energy, and it requires 500 bright energy. So every tier requires more and more and more energy. Last but not least, we talked about farming. And for farming, okay, let me just walk. Farming works in real time, and it allows you to basically grow things for future use. It's a gatherer skill, so you get materials from it, and it works in real time. We've been doing farming as we go, so let us go there, get our farming on, our worm seeds, potato seeds. So how does farming works? Farming works by planting stuff in different places of the world and gathering it later after it grows. So it's usually a good idea to have a certain type of timer. Right here I'm using Alt1 farming timer. It's a nice Runescape tool. I hope it's not illegal to use, it's not banned, it doesn't interfere in the game in any way. So right now we went to Tenethys, where our Slayer Master is, and we're going a bit backwards over here to a farming patch. So for farming you need to you need to rake the patches and plant the seeds there. You can use some compost to improve the chances of the patch surviving, and you can use you can water some of the compost. Right now we're just getting some weeds to set an example. So we're raking them and we're growing potato seeds and planting them. These potatoes are gonna grow over time. And they can die, they can get sick, and they can survive. So if we manage to see them get sick, we can use plant cure on them to save them. For now, since we're already level 10 farming, we should start farming herbs. We started with worms. So let's reset the timer and let's clear our dead herbs. What we're doing right now is something called a farm run. So we're gonna go around the world from every possible farm we know, and we're gonna try to farm herbs. So there we go, we planted it. Next one is Palador's farm. So let's just teleport to Draenor. It's the closest one, and let's hope our Falador herbs survive. In Falador, at level 2 farming, we planted in the middle one a marigold. That's a special flower. It allows our potatoes to be safe from disease. So all of our potatoes are grown there. They are incredibly useful, and they are really, really good. If you can get the flower for your patches, just do it. It's gonna be worthwhile. As you can see, this one is filled with life. These are the marigolds. We are not picking the marigolds, we're just picking the potatoes and the herbs. So let's pick the potatoes. And since we have marigolds here, potatoes won't die. We don't need to compost them, we don't need to water them, we don't need to do anything to them. They simply are eternal. They cannot die. There is a flower for every single piece of allotment, or the farmers there, you can actually pay them to keep your patches healthy. So level 11, I can plant rosemary. That's a new kind of flower. So let me just check. Rosemary protects cabbages. So we're gonna start planting rosemary somewhere and cabbages. We're gonna do that after we run off potato seeds. So right now we're gonna click on the leprechaun so that we note our potatoes, and let's pick our herbs. So we're picking herbs. These are so useful to get. We got 4 herbs. Let's clean them right now. To use the herbs, you need them to be cleaned, so usually clean them as you pick them. Next one is on Catherby. We also went and activated a couple of lodestones before. That's gonna be a bit hard to redo. Just to reach this part of the map, you need to go through the White Wolf Mountain. I mean, over there across that mountain, it's Taverley. So it should be quite easy. Now we have some nicely grown herbs here too. So let's pick them up. So we got 5 now. That's nice. Plant them. So the most XP you get from this is by level 8 Herblord. That's nice. So the most XP you get from this is by harvesting, not by planting. So you kind of want your flowers to survive. Also, we have a compost bin here, which we can fill with any organic thing: wheat, potatoes, worms, wheat, whatever, and it will produce compost. If we store high level, high quality materials, we will get the herbs. That's it. Let's clear them. We will get super compost or ultra compost that have better benefits. But after 90 minutes we can empty it. Well, it fills with 50 items and gives us 50 buckets of compost. So we can empty it for some farming XP. And we can store everything at the leprechaun. Let me check time, 11:18. We're in time to do Hunter 2. I hope this was clear. Let me just check if I can get some cabbages and rosemaries. I think this guy sells some. Okay, so this guy doesn't sell anything interesting. Let's go Draenor. In Draenor, there is actually a seed shop, the only seed shop I know. It might be more in the game. So let's go buy rosemary seeds and some cabbage seeds to farm in Ardong and Catherby. Let me just check allotment. Level 12 tomato, and what level I can protect tomato flowers? 23 scarecrow. Prevent sweet corn. I cannot prevent tomatoes, so I can protect sweet corn. That's level 20. Okay. We're gonna farm. We're gonna trade Olivia. And we're looking for cabbage seeds and rosemary seeds. So we got those. We're gonna go farm them at Ardong. Since Ardong is gonna become really, really important once we hit level 17 farming, it will unlock our own player-owned farm where we can get animals and we can breed them and get a ton of farming XP. As you can see, this farm is empty. Well, it shouldn't be. It's empty. So, level 12. We can now farm tomatoes. Let's get Compost for the first run and our watering can. So let's go here, compost, farm the rosemary, water the rosemary, break the allotment. There's actually a white lily herb that's level, I think, 72 farming or something like that, that prevents any allotment from dying, and that's really, really good. It's very fast XP doing that with watermelons. Since watermelons you get around 40 or 50 of them each crop. And they won't die, so you can use super compost on them and you will get a nice amount of materials to create more super compost. It's a loop. So we've got more, we're gonna store this tree and we're gonna go fill our watering can again. So this is farming. This timer will tell us whenever our herbs are ready to grow. They grow a bit every, I think it's 25 minutes or something like that. And they grow fully in 90 minutes. So that was farming, and this was a rush through everything we lost. Let's go to birth up and begin with Hunter. I hope this guide is actually helping you guys. And this got clear. If you want me to go again through any of these skills in detail, I can do it, and I will do it. But I will go again through things in detail and answering every doubt we have once we're going for level 30. So let's go here, let's drop this, and we have 9 clean ones. Let's look if we have more ones. Yeah, we have 3 dirty ones, so let's clean them. There we go. We're gonna speak about herblers soon. Let me just get a couple more worm leaves, and maybe unlock the ability to farm Taromines. Taramine is level 19, Marentil is level 14. So yeah, maybe when we get 14 and we get unlocked to Marentil, we can start speaking about it. So they're actually backwards in farming. That's weird. Okay, let's speak about Hunter. Let's grab our hunting urns. There we go, all but one. And I need to add Mud Run. Jesus, these guys are insane. Okay, let's go get some Mud Runs at the Grand Exchange. And we're benefiting from the pale energy we have to boost our hunter experience. So for Hunter, you just need to hunt animals to get their skin, hide, bones, loot in general. So it's a gathering skill. It involves killing things, not much like farming. Well, farming, it has you grow things. Hunter, it has you kill things. And right now we can train Hunter with 3 different creatures. Hunter has way too many kinds of activities. It has tracking, where you follow tracks of an animal until you hunt him down. It has traps, where you place traps for different animals. You can catch butterflies and imps. You can get separate moths. That's another kind of training. And you can do a lot of stuff. We're focusing on tracking and trapping today, but first we need 6 moth runes. Now, moth runes are expensive because they are hard to make. They are combination runes. They are water and earth runes, and they are used for a lot of spells. So yeah, they are a bit hard to come by, as we're buying them. No store sells them. And there we go. Let's go birth up. As a matter of fact, let's explain Hunter on a hunting area. Let's skip. Well, no, let's go birth up. Yeah, let's go. Let's grab our pale energy. Let's explain bird hunting first. and we will explain tracking later. We will go to the winter hunting area on Trollwise. That is actually the first hunting area that appeared in the game. Burthop's one is new since they wanted Burthop to have everything ready for new players. But actually, this was not the place to train Hunter. As you can see, most of the skills we have been able to train them in Burthop, and that's because they did a soft rework, a hard rework here. So there's a Hunter trainer in Burthop. We need one bird snare and one noose one. And as you can see, there are Crimson Swift birds around. So we can place the bird snare. We're gonna wield the noose one. We don't need it for now, but we're gonna wield it anyway. And we will stay away from the trap, so birds will flow over here, stay on the trap and die. There we go. He stands there and we trapped him. So we check the bird snare and we get a nice level 2 hunter. Nothing new. We get bones, raw bird meat and feathers. So that's the benefit. From now on we're gonna go hunt. Those are traps basically. So right now we're gonna go to the Sears Village Lodestone. Let's just go all over again soon. So this is the trapping area for Kevits, but we're skipping it since we're showing the true area on Trollwise or near Trollwise. So we need to go up here, enter the cave, and we need to go here. Be careful not to go all the way around south. We need to go a bit south and then east, and there's another cave there. Wolves will attack you, so please be careful. Do not die on me. We enter the cave and we open there and we go down here. So this town we're here is Catherby, and it's the mainland of fishing. There's a lot of fishing activities to do here. There's a fruit tree patch, there are different fishing activities, there is the obelisk of water to create staffs of water, and there's the lodestone here. After activating this lodestone, if you follow the road, if you follow the road, you will get to Sears Village Lodestone and then to Manor Farm Lodestone in Ardoin. Right now we want to go to the Trollwise hunting area up here, so we need to get to this lodestone, and we're gonna teleport to Sears Village since we have it activated already. Let's go meet the Firemaking, the barbarians of the game, the Vikings of the game. They're called the Firemaking, and it's on the Firemaking Peninsula, Firemaking Providence, Firemaking, I don't know what it's called. Firemaking Province. On the Firemaking Province, we will find Trollwise hunting area. So let's run through it. We can see Sears Village is full of trees, different trees, maples, oaks, willows. We will get to training woodcutting around Sears Village whenever we go higher levels. So right now we're going to the snowy area since at level 1 we can make polar kevits, level 3 common kevits, level 4 fell-deep whistle for clothing, snare golden wobbler, fell-deep whistles, copper longtail, and we can do a lot of stuff. There are actually hunter areas all around the world, so it's a good idea for us to explore for a bit. And I'm really sorry about all of this. This getting cut and we having to rush through so many skills that we already trained. But hey, doesn't matter. We had fun. So yeah, right now we're getting these kevits. Let me open our Internet Explorer, our browser, to check something else. Fell Deep Hunter area. Because I think Fell Deep Hunter area is... Okay, so here we are on the Firemaking Lodestone. We need to go a bit north. Just north of the glove, yeah. On the south of the map. So we're doing this. We're hunting polar kibitz until we get level 5 or 6. Let's make an inventory full of polar kibitz. So we see saber-toothed kibit, we see saber-toothed tigers over there. Saber-toothed kayat, sorry. We see a lot of white butterfly, snowy nights. We see some dead trees because we need wood to make some traps. We're gonna ascend these steps. We see cerulean twitch. What level do we need to hunt for cerulean twitch? Level 11, that's nice. And we're on the tracking area. So for tracking, we need to inspect the hole. And we will see footprints. So we then inspect the next path. Nothing seems to be out of place here. So they go here and they go to a snowdrift. So we attack it with a noose wand equipped, right click attack. It to be devoid of creatures. So we search it. And it's nothing. Let's inspect the hollow log. No, it didn't went here, so let's inspect this hollow log. The route is actually fixed, so it goes there to that snowdrift. So let's attack it, and we hunted our kibit. So we got bones, we got raw beast meat, and we've got polar kibit 4. Now, to make divine kibit burrows, we need raw beast meat for 20. So let's get those 20. Let's search this one here. It went over there, inspect the tunnel. It's quite interactive, the hunting thing. Not here, so it should have come over here. This guy is a hunting expert, so he's here because this was the first place you could come hunt. So you can see it has the same stuff that Chuchar had. So let's search it. Find nothing. Okay, let's inspect the hollow log and attack the snowdrift. There we go, bury the bones. You can see we also get raw polar kibit 4. We can make rows from it. And the better our robes are, the more camouflage we have. So let's attack this one. We've got level 3 hunter. We can track common kibits. And the next one, common kibits are found so common kibits are far away from here. So I'm just quickly checking common kibit, a creature that members can attack and catch. It's found there on the Piscatory's hunting area. So let me just check real fast. Piscatory Hunter's area has tracking level 3 plus, bird snaring level 9, butterfly netting level 15, Golden Grappler. So let's stay here for a bit. Let's keep inspecting the hole. Going all the way there. So let's inspect this tunnel. Now let's inspect this log. There we go. Let's attack the snowdrift. Nothing, okay. Let's go here. Let's attack this snowdrift. We got it. So this is one of the ways of training hunter. We could be catching birds also. And as you can see, the patterns, nothing seems to be out of place. Did he stay here? No. The patterns tend to repeat themselves kinda often. Let's search it there. There we go. Now let's search the hollow log. Let's inspect this one. This one goes over there. Log 3, 4, 5. Okay, so for now we want 20 pieces of meat. Like the hole, it goes over there. Here. Here. Okay, here. And we attack the snowdrift. Got level 4 hunter, and at level 4 hunter we can do fell deep whistle for clothing. So that's actually helpful for us to get nice amount of camouflage on the fell deep area. For here we need polar, and the polar, it's actually quite expensive. Polar is used, if I recall correctly, polar 5. Polar 5. So polar kebit 4 is used for it's not here yet. No, it's not here. So polar kebit 4 is used for camouflage gear only and creating Arctic bird pouches. It is so expensive because Arctic birds are a summoning familiar that increases your summoning by 11. So it's quite profitable, it's quite valuable, and we cannot make polar bears until level like, let me check, Arctic bears, I think they're level 70 or 80 summoning. 71 summoning, yeah. Level 5. So let me just check real fast Sign of the Porters, one of the applications of Divination we spoke before. So yeah, we're gonna go get some Sign of the Porters here, and we might hunt ourselves Okay, I don't have enough inventory space. Let me drop the raw bird meat and the red feather and attack this node. So we're out of space. Let's go bank. Well, let's go check if we can create that. We have 11. So let's go bank real fast, fourth up, since we have also a polar hunting area there. And let's play Hunter smart. So let's get to the bank. Let's drop everything, get our urns out, and our pale energy can be stored there. Well, let's go really quick to the Grand Exchange. To get a couple of items we need to make our stays way longer. So we want to Divine Hunter Heavy Burrows, so we need 50. That means we can make up to 6180. It will lead us with, well, 50, so 5. We need 5 sapphire necklaces. So let's finish our explanation with Divination by putting in practice 2 of the most useful things Divination has. The first one is, well, the most useful thing Divination has is unlocking invention, actually, but that's on a very long note. That are, let's get ourselves 5 sapphire necklaces. There are signs of the portent. Let's get 10 to double the price it's worth. So they are not selling. Okay, we got 1. 1 should do. Okay, fine. It's taking a bit to buy. So we're doing a sign of the porter one, and we're wearing it. And then we're going back to Bertha. So we're hunting in Bertha. Okay, we're done. Yeah, okay, fine. So let's get items. Let's make 4 of them. So we're creating the sign of the porters. We're gonna see the usefulness of them in just a bit. So we're dropping the necklaces on our general tab. And we have enough pale energy to create 2 divine traps. We're gonna hunt in Bertha for the rest of our lives. Since it's a little smaller area, it should be faster. And we're trying to hunt polar capit up to level 20. That might be faster. So we can snare golden wobblers now. Snare birds. So there are a lot of things you can hunt in the game, almost 1 or more for every level. So as you can see now, we can inspect this hole, and it happens almost the same. Or I actually don't like the Rocky Mountains. I like it to be clean. So we attack it, and as you can see, we didn't got the meat or the hide, because they got sent to our bank immediately, consuming charges or are ported. That's what portents do. They send things to your bank whenever you're skilling to ensure that you can skill for longer. They're magical. So let's attack the pile. We got a new one. So that's 12, 13. So for example, we have only one charge left. It's gonna give us one item and send the other to the bank. The first portents have very little charges. The top tier ones have actually 30 charges. So full inventory is so awesome. So we wear another one. Let's keep doing this. There we go. Next one. Next one. Level 6. Level 6 we can hunt nothing new. So I like tracking. I find it very entertaining to be following the little footsteps of monsters up until you hunt them down and kill them. But if you want, you can go snare some birds, follow up the level ups. It should get you to a lot of interesting places. So there we go, we have one left. So this is the magic of Sign of Portents. There's nothing here. And that's one of the things I recommend you to train Divination as fast as possible so you can start doing signs. You can buy the energy and buy the necklaces. So that way you get to automatically bank your logs whenever you're woodcutting, your crops whenever you're farming. However, I do not recommend that since leprechauns know to them. You can bank your ores when mining. At the time, it might not seem like a very good idea since you have the ore box. So level 7, we can track fell deep whistles. I mean, honestly, just track polar cavities for as long as you handle it. They are a very good source of income. They are not as fast XP as other stuff, but up to level 11, 10, 11, we can do this easily and get a couple of thousand, a couple of 100k maybe. So the truck. Maybe this rock. There we go, we're almost done with our sign of the borders. This one. So another thing, this takes a lot of steps to complete, so it rewards higher XP. Birds are fast, so fast to get. So yeah. Also, another thing that got lost in the videos that were all messy and down are the strange rock explanations. So we will be explaining it again in a couple of minutes. So, strange rock. As you can see, we have a statue collection back here, and we have some strange rocks of those skills we've been training. So strange rocks are actually in pairs. You get them paired up whenever you're training skills, and they work to rebuild a mage that was turned into stone called Themarok. You can do it once a week. You can rebuild it once a week. There are 2 stones for every non-combat skill, except Divination. Well, engineering, divination, and invention, basically up to hunter. There are these skills. You can get back from the museum at Varrock, and you also deliver them there. So it's always a good idea to keep your stones collected in the bag, since they don't occupy that much space. And there we go, we're out of port. Let's go to the bank real fast and show you the magic of divine locations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we should have enough for 1 or 2 divine locations. So we're depositing everything. As you can see, here are the items that got banked. And we're doing a divine Kevit burrow. So this is a location. We can place it and we can click search. We're gonna start hunting Kevits really fast. As you can see, we're getting Caldeep Weasel, Common Kevit, Robust Meat, Kevit Force, and we're starting to get really fast, really easy materials from Hunter. With XP, we're leveling real fast, and we don't have enough space. Okay, let's drop them and collect. We're using 50% of our daily gathering, so it's a limit to how much you can get, obviously, because as you can see, we've got a lot of XP from that. Level 10 is one of the requirements for Cold War, couple long tails, Rune Twitch, Desert Devil for clothing, Sleeping Gold Trap in Diamond Haven, Submastic's Hide in Demo. So now we're dropping everything, we're getting our arms back. We have 13, let's go get more hides, so we need 7 more. It's actually a full inventory of these guys. So as you saw right there, we were collecting materials from the Divine Bubble at a really fast pace, getting extremely fast XP, and that scales with our level. So for now at level 12, we can track Polar, Common, and Feldip. Whenever we get level 13 and we get Desert Devil Kevits unlocked, we will start getting Desert Devil skins. So we should start getting a lot of stuff there. As you can see, we started receiving Common Kevit 4 times 2, we sell 4 times 2. We started getting a lot of rewards from that. So you can do it with herbs to get farming XP. That's quite nice. You can do it with Hunter to get materials, you can do it with fishing, you can do it with mining. I recommend doing it with Hunter since farming and Herbler isn't that hard if you do the farm runs. If you are one of those guys who will never do the farm runs because they take a long time and they require patience and everything, do herbs daily. They will help you a lot. You can do it with woodcutting too, but I'm gonna stick with Hunter for now because I had a friend on this game that actually taught me how to farm, how to do these farm runs, how much money you can make from it. And that plus the idea of making it became so easy to train Herbler and farming to me. So the separate mods we're watching are part of a distraction and diversion. That's a minigame we can do twice a day. That's called Big Chinchampa. And Big Chinchampa actually is really good to train Hunter. We might start doing it right now to showcase it after we're done with this next divine location. And between the divine location and Big Chinchampa, we probably can get enough experience to get to level 20. I recommend you guys start doing Big Chinchampa as soon as possible, but keeping all of the rewards. You get reward points, so keeping them for something called the Greenwall hunting areas, so that you can actually get a private area, all of your own, no people bothering you to hunt Greenwalls. These guys, if there was another one hunting, we will have literally no problem with it. 5, 6, 7. But if we were hunting birds and there were 5 people hunting birds with us, we will have a problem since all of the traps are shared. So a bird could ignore my trap and go to another guy's trap, and that can make it slow and well, it makes competitive hunter. So it makes you fight, well, not fight, but yeah, fight with other players for hunting areas. And one of the rewards of Big Champa is actually being able to get your own private hunting area. You need 1 ticket for a certain creature for every single creature. So I think we have enough. Yeah. All but one. All but one. Actually don't know if my urn gets benefits from the divine locations. The issue is you may only create 1 divine location per day. So that's a bit of an issue. I forgot. You can place up to 2. So now let's see what we hunt. Desert Devils, Cerulean Twitch. Let's go to the Big Chinchampa area. So for that, we're gonna need to go to Ardoin. We need to get to the Gnome Stronghold. So from Ardoin, we go north. As you can see, the map is really big. Right now we're going to the Gnome Stronghold and we're going to activate a new lodestone in a new hunting area. It's not on the Gnome Stronghold, it's something called Piscatoris and Eagle's Peak. But it's gonna be helpful getting to Gnome Stronghold. So another thing you can do is you can open the quest tab and go like mini games and then look for where it is, Big Chinchompa. Big Chinchompa. That's active tasks and add to favorites. So I have played 02 games and the giant Chinchompa to sleep by overfeeding it on moths. So we're activating this so we can get easy there, and we can catch 2 big Chinchompas per day. So what we did here at adding it to favorites is that we're gonna get notified when it begins. Also, if we get to the clock and the eye, we're gonna see the planner, the calendar. So there's the lodestone. Let's activate Eagle's Peak lodestone. There's actually a hunting area around here too. So let's check. We have traps. We can get Cerulean Twitch. That's on the hunting area to the north. Okay, so I need agility 51 to get the shark. So we're 36 minutes away from Big Chinchompa. So let's go from Province, and let's keep hunting. Now we're gonna hunt birds. We're gonna hunt cerulean thingies because kepites are nice, but they give a low amount of XP. And we want to get level 20. And we're missing 2.5k. So we run over here. Watch out, those rocks are actually alive and they attack you. So those are the cerulean twitches. What hunter level I need to catch Snowy Night? 35. Marty Inklings. Hunter 65. So there's our bird snare. The bird is falling. We have him. 64 hunter experience. So we will need to hunt for 40 of these. However, we're unlocking things real fast. Level 15 butterfly netting, ruby harvest butterfly at level 17 baby imp. So let me just check ruby harvest. And we can't. So for example, there it disabled my trap. So I need to reset it and go back again. So we're supposed to be training these. According to the Wikia, the best way to level up Hunter up to level 20 is on a minigame called Vine Sweeper. But Vine Sweeper is a farming minigame, so I find it kinda cheating. Then there's Skill Champa, then Grand Walls with Crystalline. And there are no turtles for 99. So 50 Hunter. We can butterfly netting. We harvest. So Ruby Harvest aren't a bad idea to get. We might as well go get some and see how you catch butterflies in this game. After we get that bird that's falling into our trap and disabling it. Oh, come on. Okay, let's get one more bird and go hunt Ruby Harvests. Those are butterflies. They are on another place on the map. Wait. So they give 24 Hunter experience. So there we go. Let's check the snare. Let's go meet our hunter friends over here. Let's keep our raw beard meat. We're gonna use it for summoning. Whenever we get level 32, we can make spirit turtle beard pouches, and they require raw bird meat. So hunting expert. Hi. Show me a birdfly net and a lot of birdfly jars. Thank you very much. Let's go to Eagle's Peak to get to Piscatory's hunting area. Allow ourselves to catch some crimson butterflies. So the only issue about catching butterflies at this time of the year is that we have the Gothexian butterflies and they get in the way. They do really get in the way. But we're 15 Hunter right now and we should be able to reach 20 kinda fast. The method on the wiki says 27 minutes, but I don't think we're going that bad, especially since we're getting some profit. Oh, so I must be wielding an unseeded. So to unseed you need to press the asterisk button or right click here, seed unseed. And that will actually show your combat level instead of your total level. So right now people see me as a level 29. If I seed, people will see me as a level 376. Yeah, let's catch all of the Ruby Harvest. Ruby Harvest are also a material for a summoning familiar. So if I examine it, it's 1k each. Usually summoning familiar materials are expensive, so we'll explain summoning later on. Come on, catch it. Thank you. Level 16. So once you take a minigame, a distraction and diversion, or anything as favorite, as we did with Big Chinchampa, we should get a notification in-game saying, oh, Big Chinchampa is about to happen. Let me check butterfly jars are 164 each. So a funny thing about the game is that everything is sold on the G. So you could think that butterfly jars are rare and they are not sold, but there are people who are buying butterfly jars. We are buying butterfly jars in a bit. And people who are buying butterfly jars from stores and selling them to make some profit. So there we go, we are full. Now let's go to the Grand Exchange and sell some stuff. So we're here, Grand Exchange. Deposit, get earn 1 earn, and let's get noted Polar Kevit 4. Ruby Harvest. Let's sell the common Kevit 4 2 and the Feldip Weasels. So check this out. Common Kevit 4, it's 5 DP. It's basically trash. Feldip Weasel, it's also basically trash. Ruby Harvest are 1.5k. And Polar Kevit 4 are 4k. So we're getting a lot from these Polar Kevit 4s. Ruby Harvest aren't selling. So since they aren't selling, just let's sell them for 500k. Yep, that works. And let's buy some butterfly jars. $26. And let's go back to Eagle's Peak to butterfly hunting. I mean, hunting, I just love this skill. It's so relaxing to me, like peaceful. Well, it's not peaceful killing things, but find it like such a change of pace. You get to explore new areas of the game. I honestly have never been to Piscatoris fishing area or hunting area or Piscatoris in general here before Hunter was released, and I spent like a week here. Right after Hunter was released, a friend of mine came here, and well, we were for a week here. We didn't have access to the Lodestone network, so we need to walk here whenever we came. So, Hunter 17, we can catch baby implings. And maybe it's a good idea to speak about implings. So, implings are little imp things that fly around in the game that you can catch either in the surface or in a place called Puro Puro. And Puro Puro is a nice place to catch implings. It is a distraction and diversion called Impetuous Impulses. Sorry. And they actually give you some rewards. So for them you need to get impling jars, or you can catch them bare-handed. So if you catch them bare-handed, you loot them directly. So baby implings just give a certain amount of drops. So, for example, in Purple we need jars. So we need the jars to catch them in Purpura, but if we see an impling flying, I'm going to explain about them. We should be able to see one soon. They flood the map. But for example, baby implings give you hard leather, mud pie, spice, anchovies, bowl of wood, bucket of milk, cheese, chisel, hammer, knife, needle, thread, flax, lobster, sapphire, seaweed, soft clay, silverstone, spirit, or air talismans. Hunter level 18. At Hunter level 18, I got nothing new. At 19, I can snare Tropical Warwheel, and that's actually the recommended way to do from 20 to 27. I do not know where Tropical Warwheels are. Catch Ruby Harvest. Now, I'm getting a warning. You cannot catch this because you have no space, I think. Yeah. So let's just check real fast. Favorite. Fletching Champa is 10 minutes away. So let's go sell these ones. Go to do our farming run. Worms. And the single watermelon, I mean, not watermelons, cabbages we planted. So 12:20, I need to go a bit early today. Interesting thing to know, there are pets for each skill, like grade 1. Here to know for me, 69 has gotten the prayer pet. That's ghostly. And pets basically appear in your inventory randomly. The higher your level, the higher the chance you have for pets. So right now, let's get our farming urn. Worm seeds, potato seeds, cabbage seeds, clingworms, no. And let's bring our marigold seeds and farm them on different patches of flowers. Just because marigolds are, believe me, way too expensive. They're like 10,000 each. Let me see my weapons. I hate being on sea. There we have living herbs with the potatoes inside. Just break this with, plant some marigold, water some marigold. Oh, I cannot water it since I don't have my watering can. This 1, 2, 3, 4. Water the marigold. Here the potatoes. And let's add some weeds to the compost bin here. Now let's pick the herbs. Compost it, plant it. Let us plant some potatoes here. Water them just in case. Ooh, 13 farming. We can plant jute now. So after this, let's go drainer for Falador. So we're starting doing these farm runs so that you get the idea. We're trying to do them really often, as soon as we can. We should be getting 20 farming fast. We should actually be getting 17 farming really fast. And once we get 17 farming, from there to 60, it's a cakewalk. Honestly, it's so easy to get farming done after Pyramid Farms. The XP is so good. Your animals literally crap, and picking up their dumps is one of the best farming experiences in the game. Also, whenever you get cows or sheep, I think sheep also works, they get a special kind of dump that allows you to do super compost. So it's better compost. As you can see, we're starting to get more and more crops, and they die less and less often. And these potatoes will never die again because we have marigolds over here, so we can keep farming potatoes over and over and over again. And as long as we have the marigolds here and we don't pick them up, they will never die. So now let's go to Catherby. We're about to get level 14 farming. This has been easy. Remember, farming can be a really painful skill or a really easy one. I tried to do it the easy way, but it's actually up to you. So we're gonna pick the herbs from here. We're gonna compost it, worm seed it. We're gonna teleport to Arno, and our urn is full. So now we started our croquet hunt. We didn't start our next urn. So yeah. Let me hop real fast to the bank. Level 14, we can plant Marent Hill. So we can plant the next herb. We're gonna be doing worms for a bit more. So farming urns. Where did you go now? So you require nature runes, if I recall correctly. Yeah. So there we go. We're gonna clean the herbs. So how many worms we have? 16. We might actually start making some potions soon. Let's hit 30 herbs, and we should speak about herbler. Oh, cabbages. Sweet, sweet cabbages. I don't have enough seeds to do. And there's a dead rosemary there. Okay. So that was risky. The rosemary died, but the cabbages survived. So we compost this, we worm seed it, clean it, and let us check this fast. 3 minutes. Okay, that's enough time to go get a rosemary and rush to it. We're just gonna plant the rosemary for now so we get enough time for big chinchompa. Just empty everything. Buckets, army, watering can, the rosemary seed. We're gonna also get one patch of cabbages. And I hope we can make in time for big chinchompa. So let's plant the rosemary, water it. We got 15 farming. We can plant an oak tree. Let's pick up these cabbages. As you can see, they give 12 XP, the same amount of XP we get from worms, but they should give us more than those. We're gonna use the cabbage on the compost bin. Oh, it's filled, so let's empty it. And let's store everything here for now. And run to the big chinchompa. Okay, we don't have the notifications on. We should check that on settings. It's 1 minute away. So she appears at different parts of the world, but the easy way to get there is from Gnome Stronghold. There's a portal. Miscellaneous. No. Social notification message. Yes. I don't want even raids. I don't want to accept chess in cold learn. Enable 5-minute notification. There we go. So we enable it. So 5 minutes before every big chinchompa, they're gonna call us, and we're gonna try to go to every big chinchompa we can. We probably are gonna get hunters so high without killing anything. We're just putting to sleep a tormented big chinchompa. We're feeding it and putting it to sleep. So I ran out of prayer points. I didn't notice I had prayer on. Hello there, hi. Can you help me flip these boxes? Okay then. Thanks, traveler. So you need to do this actually to get access to the stronghold. And as you can see, we have here a hunter icon and a yellow quest icon. This is the distraction and diversion icon. And we have Nikri's portal. We have to enter here. Dominion Tower. Okay, go through the portal. The desert will make us hit to death. And we're starting the minigame. So we went into a big chinchompa game. We cannot hunt a lot of the things here, but he gives me a moth jar, and the first thing we need is to pick Protea flowers. And the Protea flower, we're going to equip it, and we're going to run around the corner, run around the corner. We're going to try to see if there are any shaky bushes. There's a red Sapphire moth. Let's pick it. And check shaking bush. So we want the shaking bushes, since they give us moths continually. Red Sapphire. And as you can see, he's 0% sleepy. So right now we need to fill ourselves our moth jar with the most amount of Sapphire moths we can. Protea flowers, the little flower we grabbed from the corner, we should bring it always to Big Chinchompa. That way we make sure that sometimes the fact of having this flower with us actually helps, because they're gonna attract moths. So right now we have 9. We have 10, we got a strange rock. We have 10 of our moths. We need 15. We should be able to fill it twice. And we're getting little points because every moth gives points, and since we are new at the game, we have a very low hunter level. We should actually get not that much points for the two moths we can catch, but that's not what matters right now. We will have chance of getting XP and points from here later. So once we have the 15, we need to empty jar on the nest. And we're getting 330 hunter experience. That's actually quite nice. and we keep doing it. Oh, 52 to catch blue Sephiroth. I didn't know. I thought other spawns wouldn't appear. So yeah, basically we're running around catching moths. Gray, I cannot catch gray. They are leveled. So we should see once we cannot get even yellow. So as a high level player, you actually don't mind what you're catching, just that you catch a lot. We have scored 18 points. Shaking bushes give you the best moths you can get. So that's why most people just do bushes. I like occasionally stopping for a lost moth here and there. There's another shaky bush there, and we have 14 minutes left or until he falls totally asleep. That happens usually at the same time. So minigame is open for 20 minutes every hour. And you can do it twice a day. So now we're at 14. We need one more. There's a shaking bush. So now we get close and empty the yard. We get a nice 19 in Hunter, almost 20 Hunter now. So let's hope we can get a couple more. Let's Sephiroth Moth. We can see it's 40% asleep. So he's able of destroying the world. So that's a bit about the lore of the game. This Chinchompa is able of destroying it. It's a plutonium Chinchompa. So go figure, plutonial Chinchompa. So what you need to do is you need to feed him moths to get him asleep. So that guy got a level. So we have 8 now. Let's keep doing this for as long as we can. Don't get the shaking branches. We cannot get gray. A red, okay. So he should be falling asleep quite soon, maybe in another 5 minutes or so, but we're definitely getting level 20 Hunter here. And however much you score is actually the points you get, so we have now 40. There's an achievement of getting 1100 in a single play. That's way too easy on a high level account. Okay, so we have 12, 13, 14, 'Gets a level. Congratulations, my man. I'm too busy to type it out. Now we got 15. Let's open, let's store it for level 20. Level 20, we can do a couple of stuff, extra stuff for finishing the game since we're here. So we've got level 20 Hunter today, level 20 Divination, and we are getting close to that level 20 everything. We're missing Runecrafting, Construction, Thieving, Agility, Herbler, Summoning, Fishing, and Cooking. Let's do Fishing and Cooking next. Cannot catch yellows, right? No, 26. Okay. So yeah, he's 62% asleep. We have 9 minutes more to go. We might be able to get 22, maybe 23 Hunter. Yeah, you have a certain amount of time. As you can see, another shepherd moth was attracted by my flower's nectar, but it got away. They do not get away all of the time. You manage to catch them. Red one, shaking tree. The benefits from doing this is basically the XP. It's a nice hunter experience, and the points you get from doing this will allow us to get a private hunting area. So we are able to hunt for one of the latest hunter creatures in the game for really fast XP without anyone bothering us at all. So okay, I don't have a space. Let's empty it. 21. And as you can see, this is a nice XP. We might have started with this, but I like to explain the skills first. So like, this is a skill, this is the way it's to be trained, and this is the cheat I would use to train it. The same we did with Fletching. We started explaining the logs, the fact that you can chop them into bows, you can string them with a bowstring you get from flax, etc, etc. And then we got desesperated. We go into the Grand Exchange. We bought 1000 arrow tips and 1000 headless arrows, and we got level 20 in minutes. Come on, catch. Catch it. So we get a new shake branch over here. Orange moth was attracted by your flower's nectar and you managed to grab it. So yeah, the first time you do this, just go into a corner, get a protea flower and keep it in your bank. So you can bring it anytime you do Big Chinchampa. And you get the extra moths from it. Every moth grants a certain amount of points and XP. So also the higher your level is, the easier it is for you to get max points. That's 1.1k points. So 22, should we get 23 Young Impling and Bar-Handed Catch It Young Impling? How much we are away from 23? 173 XP. We might get it. So let's keep, as you can see, it's just running around in circles, catching moths. Simple, effective. You don't need to actually fill the jar, but it gives you the best XP. I think it also gives you a tiny boost to points. Oh, that's a yellow. I cannot catch yellow yet. 26. So we're on 9. We need. There is one red. We're on 10. 4 minutes left. 11. 12. 13. So there are a lot of people there, but my shaky bushes are not their shaky bushes, and my moths aren't their moths. So they're just decorative. Well, they are players, but they cannot interfere with my game in any way. There we go. He said the game is ending, so let's empty the jar, get XP, and your final score was 132. You gained 130 total competence points, and we got 23 hunter. So we can hunt wild kibitz with a deathfall trap, and that is the best way to get hunter experience. So quickly climb rope. We're going back to the desert, and we can right click rewards. So you can see we get swamp lizard, carnivorous, Oya, polar kibit, Greenwald. They are locked because they require certain levels of hunter. We can get Protea, Swamp Toad, Flag, Swamp Charge, or XP Lamp. It gives 1000 XP or 1000 points. So we're getting out of here. The desert is an unexplored area for us, and it is so because we can die here. The heat burns through ourselves and it can actually kill us. So that was hunter. We got our 23 hunter. That was nice. Let's empty our inventory. There we go. Let's fill the statue collection bag and wear it. And let's leave the Protea flower at the bank. So now we have our farming fragile urn. And we're barely done with this. It's a good time for us to get out of here. Hi, Chadwin. So, I'm sorry, I just saw your message. I'm totally new at this. But I think this is enough for today, Hunter. We went through some technical difficulties we had. Let's go check. I don't know if we want more cabbages, because next one is 20. That's sweet corn. And sweet corn, I think it gives super compost. Can be protected at level 23 by a scarecrow. And a citron protects watermelon. So allotment. Watermelon's level 47. So that's nice. Okay, what are we going to do right now is we're going to farm a red berry bush. And we're gonna get 4 sacks of cabbages. So for that, we're going to the Palador farm real fast, you know, teleporting to Draenor. The The need of getting a red berry bush, and I recommend this to early game players, is that you need around 4 or 5 red berry pies for different quests in the game. And believe me, red berry pies are hard to come by. They sell for a lot. They are hard to find. Most people don't make or sell them. Almost no one trains cooking with pies. And so it's a good idea to get a red berry bush. It's a nice source of red berries. Gives us 4 red berries every 4 hours. There are some red berry bush spots near different places where we are. So let's get ourselves a sack. Let's buy 5 sacks. Since we need to protect our red berry bush with 4 sacks of cabbages. Okay, we can drop one. And we're gonna pick cabbages. We need to pick 40 cabbages. So let's pick the cabbage. We could water our potatoes, but there's actually no issue and no need since we have our marigolds there. So if I recall correctly, Alt 1 has a D&D tracker. D&D, not D&D. Jesus Christ. I messed up. So D&D. Distraction and diversion. Do not think it's Dungeons and Dragons. So it has a tracker. We're gonna go to settings. No. So it does not track. Okay. It isn't that good. So we got a cabbage seed. 2 cabbage seeds by picking up cabbages. That's actually nice. So let's fill the sack. They fill with 10 cabbages. So let's keep picking up. By the way, do not forget to congratulate everyone who got their levels on Big Chin Chomp. 8, 9, 10. So let's fill another empty sack. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're filling it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on, pick it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we have our four field cabbage sacks. So let's see if Olivia sells them. She has more cabbage seeds. Let's buy them. Marigold, Hammerstone, Asgardian, Janelian, Crandiorian. So she has no seeds. So what can we do now is we can go get them as a mini game called Minesweeper. Let me just explain that real fast. Yeah, we still have time. And for that, we need to go to a toolbar icon and right-click teleport. That should get us to Minesweeper minigame. And Minesweeper is a simple, easy minigame in which you need to sorry. You need to get 10 flags, and as you can see, we can trade with her, and we can get basically every kind of seed in the game. So, compost potion, I think it turns compost into super compost. And right now we want a red berry seed, that's 5 points. So the way you get points in this game is basically you play Minesweeper. So for example, you dig this hole, you get this, and I'm pretty sure this one is, so I'm gonna flag it, and I'm gonna dig this one, and this one is another, so I'm gonna flag it. I'm gonna dig this one, and oh, that was bad. So no seeds there, there were seeds here. Yeah, so they get your flags if you messed up. The soil gets resetted. There's a tooth there. And she ate my flag. So you can also feed the rabbits, and that way you get some hunter experience. So yeah, it's basically Minesweeper. So let's destroy the flags, they give them to you back, and now I have 16 points. So let's get 1 red berry seed. Let's get 2 red berry seeds, or 3. Let's have an army of red berry bushes. Bushes are special in a sense because they can, you plant them once, you check their health, and once trees are fully grown, they give you produce a certain amount of time. So for example, berry bushes, they give you 4 red berries every 6 hours. You need to go and pick them up for some farming XP. So let's go get the cabbage sacks. So let's check quickly, where do we have bushes? So bushes, we have one south of Barrock, one in Remington, on the monastery, and one in Miscellanean Etceteria, and one in Prefect, the city of the elf. So since we have some places locked, 3 is the amount we can get. So let's get cabbages. Let's buy 8 of these. For around 10,000, so they should sell. Okay, they want cabbage. We need 8, so we need 80 cabbages. Oh boy, that's expensive. We got the cabbages. Now we need to farm them. So we're leaving this here, we're getting our fragile farming urn. We're getting our cabbages and our red berry seeds. And we need to go get the 8. So yeah, I'm sorry if anyone is annoyed by the low quality of the video. I have to put them down to 480 because we had some serious issue. We actually lost the footage. Well, the audio is there, kinda laggy, but the video is frozen for hours on crafting, firemaking, woodcutting, fletching, and divination. So we lost 5 skills there. My feel bad for not noticing over the 3 hours I streamed yesterday. But we explained those at the beginning of this video. I hope it was useful. Let's check this out. Empty sacks by all. So, how much empty sacks do these have? 50. Okay, I have enough empty sacks for a lifetime. So now let's go to a bank. I think the closest one is Baroque. Yeah. Go to the Baroque bank to fill our cabbage. Batches. I know. Cabbage sacks, but every time I say cabbage, I remember my sister playing with Cabbage Patch, and it's like, oh, a Cabbage Patch. There are girly dolls. So let's collect. Right click, items, fill. Collect. Items, fill. Collect items, fill. Collect items, fill. Collect items, fill. Collect items, fill. Okay, so we have them now. Let's go to the south of Baroque. Let's go farm our red berry bushes. So even though we're farming once, we want to create some potions with the herbs we're getting. So for worms, we can do magic potions. We can do attack potions. We can do rank potions, and that's it. So we're probably doing half and half. Ranged potions actually use red berries. So as you can see, we're raking the patch over here, south of Baroque. And we're using a red berry bush, the bush patch, and then we're right clicking the farmer pay. So pay 4 sacks of cabbages, yes, and don't ask again. So he's gonna guarantee that our red berry bush grows strong and filled. Next one is in Remington. So we're going to Ports are in Lodestone since it's the closest one. And we're going west of Port Sarim. We're getting a lot of songs. This is the first time we explore some of these places. And there's a farming icon with a mini game, with a achievement set icon. The green ones are achievement sets. They give you special rewards for completing. So the same thing proceeds here. We're gonna plant this. and we're gonna pay her. There we go. And the last one is by our friend, the Ardonian Monastery. So we're gonna teleport, go there, and in the meantime, we're gonna add timer for a bush, red berry bush. So we've got 6k of crystallized chocolate fragments, and we have 4 days left. Sadly, these days I'm gonna be busy, so I might go get them somewhere, maybe picking them at the farm, doing farm runs, big chinchompa, everything. I'm sadly not gonna be able to finish the event by recording everything. So I will try to do fishing and cooking tomorrow, and maybe I will stay leveling up attack, strength, magic to 20, since we have explained those already, plus fishing, cooking, so on, to some nice levels before doing that. We need 15k, so we're 9k behind. We can get it if we play a lot. So we plant it, we get the farmer, we pay him. There we go. We have our red berry bushes ready. So this was a bit more of farming, hunter, divination, fletching, crafting, firemaking, and woodcutting. A fast guide through a lot of skills. I'm sure this time it didn't corrupt. I'm watching it on my phone. So yeah, that is it for today. We're doing fishing soon. So let me check something. Fishing, shrimp, crayfish, shrimp crab, minnow with bait fishing. And I actually don't know what I want to do, because I want to get food. So sardines are good, herrings are good. Let's just go to Catherby and say goodbye there, because Catherby is all fishing related. So this was Runescape 101. I'm sorry for the laggy the past 2 days, I noticed, and it seems to be fixed already. And we have already spoken about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of the skills. We're still missing 11. One of them we cannot talk about it yet, because it requires 80 in a certain amount of skills. So that's it for today. See ya tomorrow. Goodbye.